So you've probably been told that real estate builds wealth. All right, let's look at that for a second, because I actually had someone run their numbers and they didn't want to be on camera. I can't blame them. But the results were shocking. Real estate builds wealth. Okay, this was set up and designed at a point in time where certain people couldn't own anything. So whose wealth exactly is real estate building? All right, let's move forward to the future where everybody can get their hands on a little bit of real estate. Okay, let's look at it. I'll give you the example of my friend who didn't want to be on camera. They've been at their house for about 6 years, and they were shocked to discover once they added up all their money they've already spent on this house that they've already spent over $100,000. That's not including the renovations, the utilities, stuff like that. And it was shocking to them because $100,000, and they still had 24 years left on their mortgage. So we then looked up, once they did the calculations there, we then looked up, well, what is the house worth now? House was worth a good chunk of change after that. It was about $60,000 more. No, I'm lying. It's about $80,000 more that they could have got the house for. So they're going to get back that money plus $80,000. They said, what's the problem? We just made 80 grand. I says, no, look at what you've already spent on the house. You're actually down 20 grand. See, people look at profit in the wrong way. You look at profit as, oh my God, I just got a huge check. That means I made money. That's not profit. You have to subtract everything you've already spent on whatever that is. Real estate builds wealth. Okay, let's think about how many people made money the day you bought that house. The bank, mortgage, the underwriters, loan officers, real estate agent, if they were investors and developers. Whose wealth are you building? I challenge everybody to take the money that they've spent on real estate, whether it's mortgage or rent, and tell me what your biggest bill really is. You know? Because this really is not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to understand. Now, there are people out there who will try to convince you, and this might be you, but you'd be the exception, not the norm, that people in this world can spend more than the minimum on their mortgage payment. They just choose not to. Now, if that's you, congratulations, but I don't think that you're the norm. You're the exception. Then I'll also get the argument of how rich people use debt in order to build wealth. And this is true. I've explained that also. The only problem with that is nobody ever talks about the fact that the debt rich people are using to build their wealth is your debt. I feel like I'm repeating myself in these videos. It's okay though. Eventually somebody will catch on. Because once you start to understand how things really work, it's a lot less likely you'll be conned and bullshitted. It's like the whole supply and demand thing. It's not real. It doesn't exist. Some of you out there are old enough to remember when airplane seats gave you a lot more room. You paid a lot less. Somehow they got a lot smaller and you paid more. Please tell me, who the fuck demanded that? A lot of you commute to work. Some of you commute over an hour. Please explain to me, who demanded that? If supply and demand really did exist, why are you not demanding to live closer to your job? Why are you not demanding to have more space on an airplane seat? Seems to me the only thing you're demanding is higher prices. Supply and demand, like the supply chain issue. When companies can sell you their products, the price goes up. And when companies can't sell you their product, the price goes up. Wake up, people. Check out the scam going on in front of you. It's literally happening. Like I said before, the word sale very simply means this is the price we could have sold it to you for in the first place. We just knew you'd pay a lot more. And the word clearance, like I said before, should always be spelled with the middle finger in front of it and a middle finger at the end of it. Real estate builds wealth. Okay, crunch your numbers and find out how much wealth you really built. Add up all the money you spent in that house or whatever real estate it is. And then find out what it's worth now. Put those numbers together and see if you come out plus or minus. And if you do come out plus, how much more plus did you come out? Then tell me if real estate builds wealth.